Hi, this is Julie Waldorf, juliewaldorf.com, and I have my sister Crystal Kay here, grooming a dog, of course. And Crystal Kay, what's your dog tip of the day?
Gosh, let me think about it. Let's see.
Come on, I know you got thousands of them.
All right, I do, I have thousands. One of the things that I see a great deal is an overgrowth of candida, yeast infections and stuff.
So dogs have that, you're saying?
Huge.
People do too.
Huge.
Okay.
Huge. So
Yeah,
it's
okay.
overgrowth, and it gets out of control.
All right.
And people are at a loss half the time because they treat it like the medical world does,
Right.
symptomatically.
Okay.
They don't go to the core of the issue.
All right. Well,
So you going to the core of the issue is,
all right.
first of all, sometimes antibiotics initially is appropriate to get it just calmed down.
All right.
Okay, but in the process of you using that, you're killing off a lot of other bacteria, and that's what it is. It's an imbalance. There's
Okay.
candida in all of us.
Uh-huh.
We got this happy little place that we want to stay in our gut.
Okay.
So if you have a yeast infection in the ear, you have bleeding gums, you have an itchy butt,
Okay.
and pads that are they're kind of cracking and
Is this
stuff
dog
like that.
good or no?
No, not this guy.
All right.
His ears are a little in the yeasty side.
Okay.
It usually shows up in the ears first before anything.
Okay.
And then it progresses.
those are the
it
four-
progresses to the skin. You get
Uh-huh.
inflammation of the skin. You get joint pain.
Uh-huh.
You get where they become extremely overweight, but
Uh-huh.
they're literally starving to death.
Okay,
So that just progresses like as in humans. So
okay, so what do they
you
do?
want to balance the system.
All right.
The first thing you want to do is you want to look at the diet, just like humans.
Uh-huh.
Look at the diet and see what, make a determination if the food that you're giving your dog is quality food.
Okay, what's quality food?
Quality food is not the grocery store, not Sam's Club or Walmart.
Okay.
Anything in there, anything,
Okay.
is so old
Okay.
because it sat in the damn
Okay.
warehouse for 2 years.
Okay, it could have sat in the warehouse for 2 years. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, that's common.
All right.
So, because it's about the money, blah, 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 you know how it is. Anyway.
Okay, yeah.
So then you want to go to a place that you really want to go to a place that actually specializes in food, or that's their main gig, is food for dogs,
Okay.
cats and stuff.
Okay, so like a
feed store. They have
Yeah.
lots of places. They have pet food stores that just specialize in pet foods, and because people are so crazy about their dogs, it's getting more and more popular.
All right,
And they have
so-
some very educated people within there.
Okay, cool.
They can give you good
Yeah, that makes
information
sense. That
on
makes
food
sense.
because they're educated.
And they can tell you what to do with what food they should eat if the dog has a yeast problem.
Well, you got to go grain-free. 'Cause
Grain-free?
Grain turns into sugar. Sugar is what the yeast feeds off of. So you got to starve the yeast.
Okay, starve the
So
yeast.
go grain-free.
All right.
First off.
All right.
You want to go to a protein source. Every animal is a little different. So you
Okay.
want to go to a protein source that is not full of heat. Like lamb is a heat kind of meat.
Okay.
Beef is a heat kind of meat.
All right.
It holds heat.
So
And
eggs.
yeast loves heat.
Okay.
So you want to go with cooler protein.
Okay. Eggs.
No.
Okay.
No. There are eggs in some of it.
Okay.
But like you want to go with I'm trying to think what.
Tofu.
No. There's a lot of them. A fish source of some
Okay.
kind, but those are a little tricky because there's a thoxaquin in all fish.
Okay.
All fish, including the fish we consume.
Okay.
Thoxaquin is just one of those things that has to happen. As soon as it hits the dock, they're sprayed with the thoxaquin.
Okay.
I mean, it's in there. And
All right.
we can handle thoxaquins. Our livers are a little more sophisticated, a little bit better than dogs.
Well, how about liver? Should they have liver for protein then?
You mean
The dogs.
like organ meats? Well, I don't know. I struggle with this all the time, as you can see.
Well, what should they have? You're saying eat good
So,
food and what else,
like,
Crystal?
right now, I rotate the protein is what I do. I try to go with with the highest quality. I go with duck.
Okay.
Duck is good. Chicken, because chicken is it's such a scary place out there for chickens.
Uh-huh.
If you ever
These
go to a
days.
chicken place, it's a scary place.
Okay.
I love chickens. I have 8 in my backyard.
Okay.
But so chickens
saying
aren't really chickens
duck,
anymore. So
turkey.
duck, turkey, different kinds
Okay.
of fowl. Fish you can do, but it's like you got to rotate it out because you got to weigh that.
Too much of it can get too
Well,
much.
and you want to switch protein out anyway because you want their bodies, because dogs are designed to consume protein, but but every protein, the cells are a little different.
Okay,
So their bodies need to go back and forth on this. So
so-
we're going off subject. So,
So how would they? Yeah. So how will they
so
be
you want
able
to
to
go
help
grain-free,
with
you want to
this?
go with a healthy
Yeast in the
protein
dog, okay.
that's cool. More
All right.
cool, okay?
Get good food, not
yeah,
stale
then-
food.
yeah.
Okay.
Then there are products out there that you can get also at these specialty stores.
Uh-huh.
You can go online too.
Uh-huh.
They have probiotics and prebiotics that are specifically designed for dogs.
Okay.
And that, once you get that gut balance, the other thing you can do is you can add a little bit of aloe vera to their water because that reduces inflammation, calms things down. Whenever you think of aloe, you just think of peace and calm because that's all it does to the whole body.
Okay.
And there's other products that you can between the humans and the
Yeah.
dogs, they can consume the same. But you can pretty much treat it the same way
All right.
as you do but it's that gut. You balance that gut, you got a good system going
Right.
on, then you won't have that yeast.
Okay.
But there's no sense for them to suffer their entire life.
Yeah.
Where it gets worse and worse and worse. They're treated symptomatically only at the vets. They're not given other options, and there you
The
go.
cure. The cure to the problem.
It's all about balance. So you have a balance. You got a good body going on, and your body is amazing. The dog's bodies are amazing.
Will body balance work for a dog?
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the. Well, the thing is there is kind of the juice in there can kind of throw some dogs off. Kind of
Okay, so you
loosen
gotta
their
kind of
stools
feel
and
it
stuff.
out.
You gotta kind of dosage it what
Yeah.
what works. Body balance it's a good product for dogs too. I've given it to my dogs.
Okay. All right.
They
Well,
haven't had a
cool.
problem.
Well, Crystal, how many dogs do you have today?
You know what? I just had 2 cancellations, so we're down to 5.
Down to 5.
Tomorrow is insane.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Crystal K. Have a great day. Thanks for the tip of the day.
Okay.
Julia Waldorf, JuliaWaldorf.com. Ciao, ciao.